I literally step on this thing 10,000 times a day, and I'm like, there shouldn't be a person in here. But if you step on their feet, it's kind of cute. It's not mine though. Welcome to the war zone. So this is what used to be a normal living room, and then oh, it's dark in here. Ta-da! I've completely destroyed this place. So there was a brown spot up here. Well, it was actually patched over, and I didn't know whether there was still a leak, and so I just cut down the drywall to make sure. And so far, I've tested everything, and it seems like there's no leaks. Right now, I'm still gonna try to see if the bathtub overflow works, and if that's the problem, then at least I found the issue. I think the last owner just flooded it, and they just tried to skim coat over it, and when the water actually dried, like they didn't notice that this part, like they didn't notice that this part was wet as well, and so when it dried, it probably stained then. But I think they just had a consistent issue of where they didn't caulk the fiberglass portion of the ceiling, and I mean of the bathtub above, and it caused all kinds of issues. I do hope to show you my process for scraping the ceilings. I've almost completed it. It's dark because I've taken all the lights down. I've almost completely finished the third floor, and you can see, like in this room, look how it's so bright in here. Wait, let me turn this so you can actually see it. Like, just getting rid of that popcorn has made it so bright, and I'm gonna add my LEDs. They're on the way, and this one I've done. This one was so easy to do as well. It's just, I got done with this one pretty fast. And now I just have to do the stairwell. The stairwell is really high, so I went and got a 10-foot pole to be able to get that done. And so it's hot in here, I'm sorry. Every time I leave, I turn the air off because I don't want to pay a lot of money on electricity if I'm not here, you know? So I just got in, and it is currently 83 degrees in here, so it's pretty hot. Okay, so here's the update so far. I dry scraped the popcorn off the ceiling. The popcorn in the basement was, or has been so far, the hardest to get down. I don't know what they put in it, like whether it was some like extra additive or some kind of extra sealant or something, but it was like super hard to like scrape. I completely cut my what do you call those things? I cut my knuckles like 3 different times trying to get it all off, but it's not perfect, and I'm gonna try and wet scrape one more time, and if it's not wet scraping, then I'm gonna just sand it all. So that's the progress on this room. Look, it's a mess. And so I have a storage unit, and I haven't switched anything or moved anything out of the storage unit. Oh, it's so dark in here. Out of the storage unit yet, because I want to put everything in here, and I just don't want to put my stuff on this dirty carpet. And so I'm gonna wait to vacuum and all that stuff before I move everything out of my storage into this space temporarily. Yeah. And this is the owner's suite. See all the paper. I really did as good as I could on this space, trying to scrape it all, but some of it, like I said, just wouldn't come off. And I even tried wet scraping. Like, ever since I really got good with wet scraping, I tried it on all these spots, and some of them just won't come down. So I'm gonna have to sand those out just to make it smoother. So that's gonna be a pain in the ass. It'll be worth it in the end to have a smooth ceiling. So that's progress. I might be able to show you what the process looks like. At least when I get downstairs where there's more light, I'll be able to show you the method to the madness, because using the Home Depot scraper that they advertise does not work. So it was crap for me. So the plan for today is to get rid of the little bit of popcorn ceiling that was left on the ceiling, of course. When I was scraping, some of it just was sticky, just a little bit, and so I'm just gonna take a sander and get the rest of that off so it's smooth, because if I tried to paint over it, it would just show all those imperfections. And so I'm just gonna try to get the ceiling as smooth as possible, and then we'll be back in business. Yeah. So after I get the ceiling done, then it's pretty much open for painting. So I'm gonna get the ceiling done so I can start running electrical for the LED lights I'm gonna put in, and then yeah, that's all I got for today. That's all I got left. So it does look like a bomb just went off in here, but it almost kind of did in some sort of way. I have white eyelashes. Update on removing popcorn ceiling. It looks like I am almost done. I've completely done all the bedrooms. The only thing on the third floor that I haven't done is the bathroom, which I'm not even going to tackle that bathroom until I'm ready to gut it, because that entire bathroom is going to get gutted. On the second floor with the kitchen and the living room, it looks like the living room has so many layers on the ceiling that it can't be scraped, and it's not coming off with a sander either. So what I'm gonna do, and also since I started sanding, I noticed that leak that I don't know if I've mentioned before, but that leak that they had in the ceiling, there's stains all over the ceiling. So I think I'm just gonna take it all out anyway. So I mean, it's a win. I mean, I guess the opportunity in it is that I'll have totally clean ceilings that won't even have a remnant of mold, or won't have stains, won't have a stench connected to it. So it'll be a bright, fresh start for the living room. I did just sand the stairwells, and they're perfect. They sanded really easy because I guess nobody pays attention to those. They don't paint them. Oh my God, I look really bad. Um, Also, the kitchen, I'm gonna test sand it tomorrow to see if it'll sand. It's scraped pretty easy, so the sanding is so fast with the, I think it's Porter and Gable sander that I rented from Home Depot. So I'm gonna probably use that again just to see if it doesn't sand well. It's painting. I mean, it's scraping okay, so I'm gonna do that. But that's an update. Oh, God, I look terrible. I'm gonna go. This will be my third shower today, so I'm gonna go soak. Actually, take care of my skin because my skin's been beat up from all of this dust, and I'm gonna also use my neti pot to clean out my sinuses, because even though I was wearing a pollution mask, it's not gonna do everything for me. So I'm gonna take care of those things. But first, I'm gonna order some Mediterranean food because that's what I'm craving. That's all the update I have for you right now.